Hello and welcome to our video tutorial covering update and reference jobs in ONTRAM. ONTRAM's reference job functionality is often used for a job that is an updated version of an already completed job. This reference could be, for instance, the final version of the same job from the previous year. If a reference is saved for a job, the text segments from the reference job can be viewed and copied for each segment. It is also possible to configure automatic pre-allocation. In this case, ONTRAM will directly pre-allocate all matching target language segments. There are a lot of advantages creating an updated job using reference in ONTRAM. It avoids duplicating work and thus saves time and money. The update process also has a few advantages over using translation memory in ONTRAM. The text layout, like for example conditional line breaks, can be taken over from the reference job, and the exact segment required is proposed rather than multiple variants as with translation memory. This video tutorial will cover a situation where a project manager logs in to use ONTRAM's reference functionality for an updated version of an already completed job. Later, a translator logs in to interact with it. In this video we will demonstrate reference in ONTRAM working with a travel agency brochure. There are only a few values like prices or the imprint that were updated in the 2012 version of the document. In our case, Michael, who's a project manager, logs in to create the 2012 version of an already completed job in ONTRAM. To create an updated job, Michael first has to normally set up the updated job using the 2012 version of the file. Therefore, he navigates to the preferred group and sets up the job using ONTRAM's job creation wizard. After the job creation has been completed, Michael now has to link the updated job to the older reference. Linking updated jobs in ONTRAM is easy. Michael simply navigates to the job he just created and selects the desired job part. In our case, the job contains only one job part. After Michael selected the job part, he accesses the configuration in the upper bar and navigates to additional settings. Michael now hits the Specify Reference Job button and selects the job group, the job, and finally the job part he wants to set as a reference. He could optionally control the pre-allocation of target language segments by checkmarking or uncheckmarking 100% TM pre-allocation. Please notice that pre-allocation is set by default. Michael now hits Save and Back to start the reference compare. To start the compare, he accesses the Automation button in the upper bar. Michael checkmarks Compare with Reference and selects one or more languages in the language selection line. In our case, Michael can only choose German as this is the only language the job has to be translated to. He finally hits the Add Tasks button to import the translations from the reference job to the updated job. Peter Summers, a translator, now logs into ONTRAM to address the translation task that has just been assigned to him. Peter notices that the translation process is already at 77%, as most segments have been pre-allocated by ONTRAM. A reference match can be identified with the U icon right below the source language segment. Selecting the icon will open a pop-up window with a match and additional information where it results from. If pre-allocation wouldn't have been set up, Peter could make use of ONTRAM's Supply button to directly copy the match to the target language segment. While working with reference, it also makes sense to display an additional column showing reference matches. Therefore, Peter selects Configuration in the upper bar and adds the reference column. He finally hits Display and Save. To perform the missing translations, Peter filters for content without translation. As you can see, the only missing segments are the ones that differ from the 2011 version of the job. We hope you enjoyed watching ONTRAM's update and reference job video tutorial. Thanks for your time and attention. Whenever you have any question, please don't hesitate to contact us via live chat or by email at support@ontram.com.